Okay everyone, so a new Alien comic has been announced today. So we're going to be talking out of universe just a little bit, but in universe as well. So the new comic was announced today by Marvel Comics, and an announcement that I feel could have been left for a few more days until Alien Day. But either way, I'm excited to be getting a second Alien comic series so soon from Marvel, as it's not even really been a month since the release of issue 1 of Marvel's Alien ongoing comic series. So today I want to quickly talk about this new adventure titled Aliens Aftermath, and dive into where it fits into the Alien universe and what it will entail. Aliens Aftermath is presumably set 35 years after the events of Aliens, taking place in the year 2179, meaning that Aftermath is likely set in the year 2214. This time jump is undoubtedly linked to the comic being produced for the 35th anniversary of Aliens 1986. Being set in the year 2214, this will situate the story in the currently largely unexplored era of the Alien universe, which is the 23rd century. And with that, Aftermath, Fireteam, Marvel's Alien comic, and the RPG are all set to be exploring this time period. So it seems that we're about to learn a whole lot more about it. Aftermath is going to centre around a renegade crew of investigative journalists who are set on recovering the truth about the Hadleys Hope disaster, an event shrouded in mystery, covered up by Weyland-Yutani, leading to a chain of events around the Middle Heavens that turned a Cold War amongst the governments and corporations into a full-blown war on the frontier of space. Essentially, it was detrimental to shaping the wider political and military agendas of the Middle Heavens. But following these events, most are still unaware of what actually kicked off the worst of the distrust. The colony of Hadley's Hope was destroyed in the year 2179 through the detonation of a high-yield orbital nuclear device by what remained of the crew of the USS Sulaco after a lengthy battle with the species Xenomorph XX-121. In this aftermath, both the United Americas and Weyland-Yutani, who both co-funded the Hadley's Hope colony, decided to conduct separate investigations into what occurred here. The UA first tried to obtain the flight recorder from the USS Sulaco, which was unfortunately for them missing in action, ever since it had ejected its EEV on the surface of the prison world of Fiorina 161. They would turn their attention instead to the world of ACHERON, or LV-46. And whilst both the UA and the company sent search teams to the surface to search for survivors, the company would go a step further. They were quick to manufacture a new orbital station called Kyser, established to function as a site to move any potential survivors found across the surface of LV-46. Kyser's second main purpose, though, was revealed to actually be a research station developed to recover alien materials from the moon, if any had remained after the destruction. While we don't know how successful the company were in obtaining xenomorph specimens over this time, we do know that there is no human survivors to be found there, and the company and the UA seem to have never found any. Likewise, the UA and the company both did not have their questions answered of what happened on the moon, which led to a larger distrust forming between the UA and the company, which then was an effect that trickled out around the other corporations and other governments around the Middle Heavens, sparking a war from the already existing Cold War conditions that were in the Middle Heavens at that time. Everyone suspecting the other of foul play and acting out of their own self-interests. These journalists to be featured in Aliens Aftermath will presumably be seeking these answers, and will eventually uncover that the source of the chaos across the Middle Heavens was in part from the moon of the planet Kalpomos, LV-426. Determined to bring back the truth even if it kills them, these journalists might just have to live up to those words as they encounter the terrors within the bombed out site of the old Hadleys Hope colony. What might they find once they reach LV-426? Well, it's likely that they will be exploring what remains of the destroyed Hadleys Hope colony, if there is much left. We could see the return of the xenomorphs that were on the world at the time of the detonation. However, from the comic issues cover, it seems that maybe these xenomorphs have been affected in some capacity by the radioactive effects of the nuclear detonation there. Might we even see the return of the long-lost derelict and learn more about it? Only time will tell, and we will just have to wait until the release of the comic to find out. For now, this comic is slated to be a single double-sized issue. However, I do hold out hope that possibly, due to it being that the title is Aliens Aftermath number 1, that there might be, hopefully, a follow-up issue. Maybe even evolving it, if it's successful enough, to become an ongoing Aliens comic series. Either way, I'm just really glad to see that under Disney, we are getting regular content to keep expanding the Alien universe. The comic is set to release July 14th, so we will just have to wait and see what promise this comic has, and hopefully there's no tracing in this one. Before you go, I wanted to let you know about the ACHERON Colonial Marketplace, the one-stop shop for all Project ACHERON merchandise. All proceeds go to fund our future endeavours under the project, so if you want to support the channel and look good doing it, pick up some ACHERON merch. But what other data logs would you like to see? If you have any ideas or have any questions to be answered, please leave them in the comments or contact me directly through the Project ACHERON Discord. If you enjoyed today's segment, please leave a like and share the video. And if you really want to support what we do here and gain access to a bunch of awesome rewards, consider becoming a Project ACHERON channel member, like Project Director Chris Dasinger and team member Raunchy. I hope to see you all here again very soon, but until then, this is the ACHERON Project signing off.